pussy-grabbing, privileged white piece of
Love you, tell
This one's gonna be a little bit crazy, and warning, not family friendly. Welcome back to the Brad vs. Everyone podcast, my daily show where I take on the craziest ideas from across the internet and across our politics, all from an independent perspective. Today, we're going to react to a hilarious and honestly kind of unhinged video from a YouTuber who I absolutely love, this troll comedian named No Cap on God, who goes to these political events and rallies and interviews people and just trolls them in the most insane way, where half the time they have no idea they're even being trolled. He went to a Kamala rally, and some of his interactions with people are jaw-dropping in so many ways. First, take a look at these clips where he got people to dance for abortion and dance for sex change surgeries for minors. Yes, seriously.
I'm back and I am feeling the joy! Can we get a dance for abortion?
Yeah.
Can we get a dance for young children being able to get their sex change they want to?
Yeah.
Even if they have transphobic parents and don't need their permission?
Yeah, I agree with that.
We want abortions.
Yes!
We want lit up abortions.
Yes.
We want gay sex.
Yes!
We want transgender surgeries
Yes, we
for children. For children. Yes, we do. For the kids in schools, we want to. Change your gender if you want to. If you're a little kid and you don't feel like you're your gender, change it.
Yes, right!
And Kamala's gonna help the government pay for it.
Yes, she is!
Yes, she is.
Change!
Kamala, for change of the presidency of your gender, of your children's gender, of the presidency.
Yes!
So that was a lot. Look, I have friends that have different views on abortion, and I can respect people on either side, but I've never been able to understand the people who actively cheer for or celebrate abortion, even if they think it should be illegal and want to preserve access to it. It's not something to dance about. That's kind of demonic. And dancing and cheering on the irreversible sex change and mutilation of kids who are too young to understand what they're doing and can't truly consent is absolutely wild. Just wild to me. But to some extent, both of these positions are intertwined with the Democratic Party these days, so it's not exactly shocking that people at a Kamala rally would support them enthusiastically. This next part's not that political. It was just funny to me, where he's chatting up old ladies and tells them he's an OnlyFans creator, and they figure out slowly what that means. Take a listen.
Oh, I'm a OnlyFans creator.
Oh, I figure you're an influencer of some.
Yeah, I'm an influencer.
Because I don't know most.
But all my influencing is super X-rated, and I actually do it with gilfs, with grandmas.
Oh, I see.
When she went, "Oh, I see," she sounded way too interested. Gosh. This next part was kind of hilarious. And I mean, he's actively trolling these people, but they don't seem to realize it, at least not most of them. I think it's just so funny. He does this. I don't even know whether he's gay or not. I think he must be. But either way, he's doing this gay persona, and it disarms them into assuming that he must be super liberal like they are, when in fact he's trolling them. And they just go along with the craziest stuff. Like in this case, where he asked these young Kamala supporters how to solve political division in our country, and their answers were hilarious.
In university.
I feel like voting for Trump now is what like being gay was 50 years ago.
Agree. And true.
Oh?
And it's like, why are you doing that? Ew. Why would you do that now? Someone else.
Yeah. Like, get out of the closet, freak.
And you know what I think? I think that Trump supporters are closeted. That's my hot take. Is that they're all closeted.
Oh, believe me, I know a few of them.
Pretty sure they were just accidentally homophobic, like reinforcing the idea that gay people are gross or whatever, and not exactly open-minded and tolerant towards their fellow Americans who disagree with them. But of course, these young people also have the solution for curing political polarization in this country.
I mean, would you ever be friends with a Trump supporter?
No.
How do you guys think we should solve division in the country?
That's a big question. I think everyone should just be given a free cat, and then everyone can be happy.
You know what I think? I feel like if they just agreed with us, we would solve the division rather than being crazy.
Yes, that works. Exactly. And people need to just accept that everyone is gay, too.
Hello.
So that bit was kind of sad to me that they wouldn't be friends with somebody just because they support Trump. I mean, I've talked about this kind of thing before, but this just like really close-minded, and people aren't one-dimensional, okay? Just because they have different values than you politically doesn't mean they're a terrible person, and you're actually robbing yourself of a lot of meaningful connections with people from different perspectives or walks of life that you could have. But no, you're too close-minded. You're going to only play with people who agree with you. It's kind of a sad way to walk through the world. But the irony of them all agreeing when he suggests, oh, well, we could end political division if they would all just agree with us, right? And like, they don't get that he's trolling them. He's pointing out the contradiction in their perspective, the inconsistency, their hypocrisy. And they're like, yeah, totally. Honestly, it's just chef's kiss. Now, my favorite part of this video is where he got several of the Kamala rally attendees, who are supposed to be these like progressives, to cheer on the military-industrial complex. Yes, seriously.
For beautiful black women.
Yes. For beautiful black women.
For beautiful Indian queens.
For beautiful Indian queens.
For gay dudes, white for Harris.
Yes, gay dudes, right?
And
for
we-
Harris.
Lockheed Martin for Harris.
Lockheed Martin for Harris.
We love Lockheed Martin. We love Lockheed Martin, helping us assert our influences across the world.
Yes, influence across the world.
Yeah.
So I think she would just cheer along with anything. I mean, some of these people are just NPCs.
For like, we're doing influencing for like Raytheon.
Okay.
Like, because like Raytheon really supports Kamala Harris right now.
Okay.
Because she's much more pro supporting our brothers and sisters in the Ukraine. And so that's really good for our business, but it's also helping democracy worldwide, you know?
Good work. Good work.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
What's your opinion on Raytheon?
Well, so I haven't done much research lately. I have seen it though advertised.
Yeah, we do like, we're like defense contracting. We do like long range missiles and things like that, and like defense systems.
Oh, well, it's critical. It's important.
Yeah,
to
to
have
fight
good work.
authoritarianism, and we're super aligned. Like that's why they hired me, because we're super aligned with like LGBT all across the world, and
That's
fighting
great
against
to hear.
Russia with our bombs, who's anti-LGBT.
We don't need that.
Yeah.
So y'all are doing great work.
So traditionally, progressives in the kind of Bernie Sanders school of thought hate the military-industrial complex. They hate Raytheon. They hate Lockheed Martin. They view them in some, honestly, to some degree correctly, as companies that collude with the government to enrich themselves while profiting off of unnecessary wars and all that kind of thing. And now, because he's like just saying they're pro-LGBT or pro-Kamala, these clueless people are just nodding along and being like, yeah, go military contractors. It's just funny. I mean, it's not that deep, but it just shows, I think, how a lot of these people have a very superficial knowledge of politics, and they'll just kind of nod along to whatever, which these aren't random people on the street who could perhaps be forgiven for not paying close attention to politics. These are rally goers at these are supposed to be Kamala's diehards, and yet they don't seem super up to speed, to say the very least. Now, this last bit was kind of wild, where he confronts a Kamala supporter who seems like a normie, who does not seem very online, and accuses her of being transphobic for not agreeing that he can get pregnant. Take a listen.
Are you saving democracy?
I hope I am.
Yeah.
It's not up to me, but
And would you get me pregnant?
uh,
Do you think I'd be good at being pregnant?
you?
Yeah.
I don't think you can get pregnant, my friend.
How, are you? No. You can't say that.
Oh no.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
If I want to get pregnant, yeah, you can't say that. What, you think just because
Yeah, you're a man. You can't get pregnant.
I'm not a man.
Oh!
I'm non-binary.
Oh.
Yeah, I identify as a woman sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a uterus?
Yeah, if I want to, yeah. If I want to have one.
All right. Well, good luck with that.
All right, bye, transphobe. Nice to meet you.
Trans what?
Transphobe. Nice to meet you.
What does that mean?
Someone who doesn't respect trans people.
And you respect me.
I love you.
I love you too.
In spite of your beliefs.
No.
I accept your beliefs.
I think that you jumped to conclusions
No,
too soon, my friend.
I mean, you assumed that I couldn't get pregnant, so who's the one jumping to conclusions,
Well,
Missy?
No, no.
Oh, you are such a sassy little transphobe.
So I felt so bad for this poor woman. She's like, you know, she's clearly not an online Twitter supporter. She doesn't keep up with the they, them insanity and the cutting edge. So she's just a normie who maybe supports Kamala Harris for one reason or another and was at this event. And he's like harassing her with the modern gender ideology, and just how laughably absurd she finds it is incredibly relatable. But some people actually do basically believe like what he's doing is almost a caricature of the beliefs of extreme gender ideology, but it's also like actually consistent with what they say. So it's not necessarily an unfair caricature. It is kind of reductio ad absurdum or whatever. Like it's taking it to its most absurd, but also they basically do say all of that in principle. I felt bad for this poor lady though, because she had no idea what he was talking about and he was accusing her, and I felt bad for her being put on the spot like that. And with that, have a great weekend.